Dear friends, the purpose of this information is to bring you deep insights regarding the establishment of one of the most important relationships, the ascension connection of your lives, centered on the physiological aspects of life, examining experiences, behaviors, cognition, genetics, and relationships through the physical eyes. Very little has been brought to fruition thus far when it comes to understanding the intellectual process of thought as it pertains to its origin. Unseen thoughts characterized from feelings as primary, hence summoning the anatomy of the soul. Why is it that many characterize this aspect as metaphysical or spiritual rather than material and fundamental pertaining to the living organism? This is because primitive human concepts of scientific research lack substance and need evidence, simply because human beings seek evidence for everything due to the construction of their brains. Hence, what has become mechanical? Mechanical like brain function that only accepts which it can be seen, smelled, felt by touch, or heard as material and real. Lacking in its composition are the essential elements of real feelings that can also see and hear from within, though they are invisible to the human eye, and therefore to the like-minded of an artificial intellect community possessed by such scientists. Often, this community is supported by a set of conflicting individuals who examine things and call it knowledge, with photographs and archaeological artifacts that lack the substance of their origin, none of which possess human feelings at all. Returning to our core topic regarding the existence of a new reality for each person. What each person must accomplish individually is to acknowledge themselves as an intelligent, rational human being with brains capable of thinking outside the box. That is, understanding that there is more than what they already know in their witty minds. In actuality, it's from real feelings of love for life that a human being needs to ask important questions about themselves. Not those about their origin, of their faith, but to attain answers with detailed blueprint of what they need to do specifically for their own well-being. This means one must first recognize their divine soul as a priority and then open up to understanding, full of answers essential to their life questions. These answers are vital for creating a life of happiness. By establishing a mental dialogue with the feelings of the divine soul, a person can, with certainty, manifest not only their desires, but also provide safety for themselves and their loved ones. You must trust yourself that your intellect will be able to perceive the reality of your divine soul. Trust is an unwavering feeling, interconnected with the design of life's feelings. These feelings breathe without pain and allow a person to feel secure with their thoughts and expressions. A person is always searching for qualities and characteristics that pertain to their own self. Meanwhile, people often focus externally to understand life rather than looking within. Hence, one must see only through feelings, so that proper attention can be given to every intention as an action in itself, from which thoughts will arise as a result. At the root of each intention lies the foundation of feelings, which build far more than temporary emotions. These thought structures serve as a foundation, claiming the entirety of one's consciousness through their manifestation. A person must not understand that their success is some sort of ultimatum to deal with their consequences. It is solely through conscious strength and understanding that one can navigate life, especially when intentions are depicted to accommodate not only the form, not only the norm, but also the correct connection between true intentions and real, genuine wishes, rooted in love for life. Listening to our soul is far more than simple instinct. It is the duty and responsibility of consciousness, bringing life into full harmony with God's life. Far more damage has been done by mankind when they not only forgot how to love themselves, but also forgot how to say, I love you. I love my soul. I love everything in my life. I know the purpose and meaning of my life without insulting myself as blind, deaf, stupid, ugly, illiterate, confused, or irreparably damaged. These are labels that summarize the lack of love for life, a love that the divine soul radiates when nurtured. How can human beings learn to love one another when they do not love their own divine soul? By getting to know their real self, asking their divine soul how it feels and what it needs. People have begun to obtain virtual toys, dolls, and pets to take care of, nurturing them without understanding that they are placing their feelings into something that exists without a soul. Their focus has distracted them from day-to-day life, priorities, and self-care, the care of their feelings of love for life. To learn to communicate with your divine soul, it is enough to mentally, but with feeling, say to yourself, I manifest with the thoughts of my divine soul without any threat to my psyche. I manifest. After these words, you will begin to hear thought responses coming from your divine soul. Then ask any questions to your divine soul and listen to the answering thoughts. This will mean that you have entered into telepathic contact with your divine soul. If you sense that these are your own thoughts, stop the telepathic contact by saying, I manifest as my own thoughts. I manifest. These words mean that telepathic contact with your divine soul has been interrupted and closed. A person must develop only through the conscious intellect of positive feelings and thoughts that accept their soul, the true self, as material and in form, far beyond the reflection in the mirror. This life is the very essence and core of their being, their only way to live, breathing without self-disappearance. It is only real love, without pain, that can never be lost. If a person feels that this love is lacking within, they must ask most important questions as follows. I manifest as the consciousness of my divine soul, and I'm listening. I manifest. Then ask, what needs to be done so that I do not lack the feelings and thoughts of love for life or love for myself? Knowing you are speaking to your divine soul and not fear or pain. The divine soul will answer with thoughts. All the thoughts that you hear from it will be true, and you must follow them with understanding. Continue the dialogue as if you are having a regular conversation until the discussion feels complete. And then say, I manifest as my own thoughts. I manifest. This law of thought concludes the dialogue and allows positive feelings to manifest within and externally. It becomes part of the thought transfer, personal to each individual. Inner dialogue is fundamental for the exchange of energy that occurs when a person is submerged in the understanding of their divine feelings of love for life. This process envelopes the consciousness with positive, living thoughts and creates the needed energy of safety from external influences. Moreover, this process of the law of the psyche and thought removes a person from all dimensions of hate, sorrow, envy, jealousy, freeing them from emotional pain and simultaneously cleansing their energy without force or pressure. For this reason, a person begins to attain lightness and breathe with the feelings they have rediscovered. These feelings are opened through telepathic communication, a dialogue with their divine soul, God's intellect in miniature, which holds all the answers. For this reason, a person begins to attain lightness and breathe from the feelings they have rediscovered. These feelings are opened through telepathic communication, a dialogue with their divine soul, God's intellect in miniature, which holds all the answers and resides hidden from the naked eye within humanity. I encourage you to truly begin listening and exploring this incredible new reality. Begin to find your truth, your divine soul, and its complex nature, using the blueprint provided here so that your life will blossom with love for life. Heal yourselves. Wishing you great strength in this amazing journey of attaining sight, and learning to listen to the most beautiful music of love, the feelings of your divine soul. Give yourself a chance to discover the law of the psyche and thought, act as the divine soul wishes, to solely enjoy life. Thank you for watching this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you like this information, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sophia Orlovsky.